Hi guys, Michael here. I wanted to talk to you about the process of buying a property to settlement and going through the whole process with you. So I guess the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out what market you would like to buy in, what has the best growth fundamentals, what has the best rental yields, what the government's plan is for that city, new infrastructure projects, schools, hospitals, jobs, train lines, you name it. Why are we going into that city or that market? Then once we figure out a market, we're going to look at what region, so what suburb, what region are we going to go into, why has it got its own reason to have growth? Because it's great having a market that's going up in value, but if we can get a market within the market that has its own reasons for growth, then we can get that compound growth. Again, that might be an area that's going through change, maybe an ugly duckling suburb that is going and turning into that beautiful swan. Or it might be an area that has a new train line, or a new university, or a new hospital, who knows? There's different reasons every single time. Then we look at the property type. Are we buying houses, townhouses, apartments? We don't really want to be buying a studio in a housing area. So we're going to make sure the property type is right for that suburb. Then it gets down to the fixtures and fittings. So I think this is important, something that people overlook. We're going into a property and we want something with high ceilings, ducted air conditioning, downlighting, beautiful kitchens, bathrooms. The flow of the apartment as well is very important because we've got to think about who is going to be renting our property and who's going to be buying our property off us as well down the track. Because we want to get the best quality tenant and we want that sort of auction mentality, that competition for our property if we decide to sell down the track. And we want to look at our demographic, who is living in the area, who's going to be renting, who's going to be buying, so we're making sure that we're making all the right decisions. So once we've chosen our property, we settle on a property. What we do is we pay a 10% deposit, we sign our contracts, and if it's a finished product, we will then get ready and we do what we call a depreciation report. Depreciation report lasts for 10 years. It can help us reduce our taxable income. It helps with cash flow. If you'd like to learn more about depreciation, get in touch and I can flick you a video I've done as well. Then we have what they call a defects period. Defects period usually lasts for about the first 3 to 6 months, which means that once it's complete, you can go through and say, look, inconsistency with the paint, there's a chipped tile, whatever it happens to be. You've bought a brand new product, so it has to be perfect in essence. You also get property management. Property management is key. Property management is like having a good accountant. A good accountant can save you $10,000 on your taxable income, where someone else could have only saved themselves $5,000, but the difference is very little. So getting a good property manager might cost you a little bit more, but they're going to save you in the long term. And the only time you really realize when you've got a good property manager is when something goes wrong, especially also when you find out you've got something wrong with your property. A bad property manager will come to the forefront in that situation as well. So if you'd like to learn more about the sort of process on buying a property, buying good property and doing all the right things to make sure that it becomes a stressful sort of exercise, please get in touch. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.